In this video, I'm going to talk about the Titan swap for the Nissan Frontier. And when I say Titan swap, we're talking about a suspension swap and not an engine swap. Some people do swap the Titan V8 into the Frontier. In the Nissan community, that's got a different name. When we refer to Titan swap, we're talking about putting the suspension from a Nissan Titan onto a Nissan Frontier. In this video, I'm going to talk about what is involved with the Titan swap, talk about some of the pros and cons of making this modification. I'll talk a little bit about why I made this modification to my truck after already having a nice suspension upgrade. And we'll take a little bit of a look at the installation. Now, this won't be a how-to installation video. This video is more informational just about the Titan swap in general. Now, you will find chapter links down in the bottom of the player down here. That will allow you to skip forward to whatever section of the video is most interesting to you. And I'm not here to try and sell you on the Titan swap or convince you that you need to get it. Absolutely not. I'm just providing information for those who are curious and who are considering it for their Frontiers. And while Alldogs Offroad is a key partner of Soft-Roading the West, I do not earn any sort of commissions or anything for referring people for sales. This is purely an informational video, not trying to sell you on anything.
What a Titan swap is essentially a bolt-on long travel setup. With Nissan and using the same mounting points, you can essentially take some of the OE parts from a Nissan Titan and they directly bolt onto a Nissan Frontier.
The bulk of the changes provided by the Titan swap are in the front end.
We've changed the lower control arm, we've changed the upper control arm, CV axles, brake lines, and then a custom length coilover.
Now, these are springs that are made by Alldogs Offroad, and they are combined with the Fox 2.0 shocks. The steering tie rods here also have to be replaced.
All of those different components equal out to that long travel-esque style setup that's just a bolt-on, quarter of the price of what most guys can do on their vehicles for the same amount of travel.
In the rear, the changes are far less significant. I was actually able to keep my Alldogs Offroad parabolic leaf pack. They simply installed a different shackle for mounting that, which allowed us to match the right height of the front back here in the rear. The track does not inherently widen like it does on the front. So in order to sort of maintain the appearance, we actually add wheel spacers to the rear only to push the tires out a little further so things just look right. I know a lot of people have concerns about wheel spacers. There's a lot of guys out there running the Titan swap on their Frontier who have not had issues with the wheel spacers on the rear. I have a lot of trust in the experience and knowledge of Alldogs Offroad, and if they're comfortable with this setup, I'm comfortable with this setup. The Titan swap is nothing new. There's a lot of guys that have been running their Frontiers this way for a lot of years. While my particular combination of components came from Alldogs Offroad, you don't necessarily have to buy an Alldogs Offroad kit to do this. You can figure out how to find all the right parts and put together your own Titan swap, essentially. But Alldogs Offroad, as Nissan suspension specialists, have put together the kit that they think works best for the Frontier. So some of the benefits of the Titan swap include providing about 3.5 inches of lift over the stock height of the Pro 4X, improved ride on rough roads, a wider track which actually provides some additional stability. But probably the most striking benefit is the extended suspension travel.
The prime benefit is a significant increase in wheel travel,
which keeps more tires on the ground more of the time when you get into difficult off-road, twisty, challenging sorts of scenarios.
Long travel kits also increase your track width roughly by about 3 inches. And another benefit there, aside from wheel travel, is improved stability, both on road and off road. With that wider track width, you have a little bit more leverage and it just gives you a better ride, especially off road. You got longer control arms, but then you're also running a custom length coilover, and that gives you the two benefits, gives you more lift and then gives you more wheel travel. So a stock Nissan Frontier typically has about 5 inches of wheel travel at the front. Now an extended travel setup like a Fox or Radflow can get you maybe just under 8 inches, and a Titan swap will typically get you around 10 inches of wheel travel.
Speaking from experience, you can go a little bit faster, a little bit deeper, and climb over bigger rocks without having to go to like a 35-inch tire. It's lifting it up enough that you get more ground clearance and it's all true suspension lift. There's no blocks, none of that stuff in there. So that'll really like just allow you to get you deeper into the woods and over a little bit further down the trail.
And you said from experience.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you've got a Titan swap on
Yogi over there, the Xterra. Yeah, we do a lot of desert running with it, so a lot of high speed stuff. So we have resis on there. So there, there's different levels you can go once you're into the Titan swap. If you want, you can do reservoirs, you can do adjustable reservoirs. So there's different levels that you can decide to go with at that point. Larger diameter shocks, things like that. But this is kind of like your starting point for a Titan swap, and it's probably the easiest way to get into the long travel world.
We have a number of different Titan swap options. We're big fans of Fox. That's probably our favorite. We do also have Radflow, and then we recently came out with Icon. Coilovers like Fox, Radflow, Icon have universal coilover coil springs. So there are different rates that you can choose. For his setup, we determined that a 600-pound coil would be the most appropriate. And the nice thing is, because they're universal coilovers, if you add more weight down the road, you just swap the coil springs out for a heavier rate, or if you take weight off, you can go to a lighter rate. So that there's plenty of tunability when it comes to coil springs. And then with these premium shocks, Fox, Radflow, Icon, you can even do custom valving.
On the coils, we currently have our branded ones that are made here in the United States. We start at 500 pounds and we go up to 650, and we do it in 50-pound increments. So depending on what your style setup, you're doing a desert runner, you're doing a full plate, you're doing a big boy like an ARB, we should have the right coil for that weight with a bumper or with a winch inside. Get you nice and smooth on the road. You really want to make sure you know what kind of weight you have when we're deciding on doing a Titan swap like this. So that way you're going to get the best ride out of it. Because if we can bump it up 50, we can drop it down 50. And get you nice and dialed.
So on the rear leaf spring, it really depends on your build out. So Donald has a topo topper, and he has a bit of permanent weight there. And that's typically when you would choose our parabolic leaf springs. If you have roughly 300 pounds at minimum in the bed at all times, that's where you'd run the parabolics. We do have an Add-A-Leaf and then a traditional style leaf pack called our Broverland. And those are better for very light loads or varying loads, like seasonal weight. Say you take your rooftop tent off in the winter. If you have a camper shell on the back, you have permanent weight in the bed, then parabolic leaf springs for sure.
And while the Titan swap isn't exactly a budget upgrade compared to other options to outfit a truck like this with long travel suspension, it is significantly less expensive.
In the Toyota ecosystem, you would see something like Total Chaos, and they can cost, all said and done, well over $10,000 to $12,000 to achieve, a long travel setup.
Alldogs Titan Swap Kit starts at around $3,000, but can go up a bit from there depending on what you do with your leaf springs and whether or not you have them supply the basic Titan components such as lower control arms and CV axles, which are items you could potentially source yourself. The number of hours of labor is going to depend on a few factors, including how rusty and difficult your current suspension is to disassemble, as well as which route you end up taking for the rear leaf packs. I'm guessing a competent, well-equipped shop would require maybe 5 to 8 hours depending on the various variables, but don't quote me on that.
Now, while that wider track provides a sort of extra level of stability with the tires sticking out that much, they're going to fling more mud and rock up on the side of the vehicle. And depending on the laws in whatever state you're in, it could be that having that much tire sticking out is technically illegal. Now in Oregon, there are Jeeps and lifted trucks running around all over the place with tires sticking out way more than this. In other places, you may run into issues with that.
But if you're in a state where you're legally obligated, there are options out there for you to extend your fenders out to cover that protrusion.
Enoch has the Titan swap on his Xterra, and he has added some extra sort of flares onto his fenders. He said that helped tremendously. So I will be looking at what products are available for me to improve the protection along the fenders and maybe going back to having some mud flaps on the truck.
To maximize the suspension travel gains, it's typical not to run a front sway bar with the Titan swap. I have noticed more body roll when cornering, although the truck doesn't feel awkward or tippy. Needless to say, virtually any modification that improves off-road capability may have an impact on street and highway driving. Personally, I find that the minor trade-offs that come with the Titan swap are well worth it for me, but that balance between on-road and off-road performance is certainly going to be different for each person.
For the past 3 years, I had been running a suspension lift from Alldogs Offroad. It was a combination of Alldogs Offroad medium coils for the front and Alldogs Offroad parabolic leaf in the rear, combined with Koni 82 series shocks. Now, this was a great combination. It was a very nice upgrade from the factory suspension on the Pro 4X. It gave me a couple of inches of lift. It improved the ride tremendously, and I was able to take the truck to all kinds of places through all kinds of terrain, all kinds of conditions. There was nothing at all wrong with any of that kit. I think something along those lines can be the right solution for many people.
That said, there were plenty of times when longer suspension travel would have been nice to have.
Even though I don't frequently get into super gnarly terrain in my usual travels around Oregon, I was still regularly hitting things on the bottom of the truck, places that were not necessarily super challenging obstacles. And while I've always been able to get past those, I did have a few concerns about some of the kinds of places that I'm aiming to go in the coming months and years. So after discussing some of my concerns and some of my goals with Chad from Alldogs Offroad, we ultimately did settle on the Titan swap as the best choice for the way I'm going to be using my truck. I've only had the Titan swap on the Frontier for about a month, so I haven't had a whole lot of opportunity to test it out. I did take it out on one of the gnarlier trails that I've ever encountered, within a couple hours of my house here in Oregon, and can watch that whole video on my channel. It has a lot of detailed shots of the truck driving that trail. And while that kind of terrain is relatively rare in Oregon, I do like to get beyond Oregon into other states of the West: Nevada, Utah, Colorado, California, Washington, other places where there are some more significant challenges. And I'm looking forward to tackling some of those places with confidence now that my Frontier is even better equipped for it. But even right here in my backyard, while I may not have a huge need for long travel suspension on a super frequent basis, I do a lot of roads just like this that are fairly solid gravel roads. They're logging roads, but they get washboarded or they get full of potholes. Running the truck down this kind of road on the Titan swap is a very noticeable improvement. I can cruise down these roads without nearly as much jarring as I was getting before.
So far, the wider track width has not posed a problem. I've been able to squeeze through the types of tight P&W trails as I always have. I think there are plenty of people out there doing this in full-size trucks, so I don't anticipate any significant issues there.
Chad and Enoch from Alldogs Offroad put the Titan swap on my truck in my driveway right before we headed over to Expo P&W. I did what I could to assist, but in the interest of expediency, it made the most sense for those guys who knew what they were doing to do most of the wrenching on my truck.
We did it old school style. No power tools, no two-post lift or anything like that.
All my muscles hurt.
Yes, we're pretty sore today.
Titan swap to get out and explore and camp in the backcountry with a Nissan Frontier? Absolutely not. Obviously, you've seen me do it for the past few years on a 2-inch lift, and for the whole entire first year I ran the truck, it was just on the stock Pro 4X suspension.
But if the additional capability of a taller suspension lift and the longer wheel travel makes sense for your off-road adventures, the Titan swap may be an option to consider. I would highly recommend first discussing your needs with Alldogs Offroad to figure out the right solution for your rig, be it a Titan swap or something else. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below. I may not be able to answer them, but I can certainly get some answers for you. Thank you for watching.